All right, we all know what's happening each month that Fed Chair Powell raises interest rates. With each rise, it brings us closer to recession, closer to mass employment, and closer to killing the greatest economy we've ever seen in a long time. Even the scamdemic couldn't keep us down for long. The economy here grew so much, so fast that inflation became the issue. So what does the Federal Reserve do? They continue to raise the interest rate to kill the economy. As I and others have been saying, he took too long to raise rates, and now he's trying to make up for it. It's sort of like if you were going to cook a turkey and it takes 5 hours to cook the turkey at 350 degrees, you can't cook the turkey at 700 degrees and expect it to be done in 2.5 hours. Instead, you'll have a burnt mess on your hands. And that's basically what Powell's trying to do. But Powell continues to burn the economy. Politicians are now begging Powell to slow it down. The last time the Fed chair raised interest rates from 2016 to 2018, Powell withstood withering criticism from then President Trump. By the way, I remember this, and at the time, I actually was for the interest rate rise. I disagreed with Trump on this one, but, look, Trump was all about the economy moving forward, and it's great. But there is some credence to the idea of costs, of course, but, I saw the current problem coming. Anyway, the Fed was slowly raising rates, and not much happened until the scamdemic when the Fed dropped the rates to zero. Now we have politicians once again complaining and asking Powell to slow it down. He should slow it down. Here's a letter from Senator Sherrod Brown, and it was addressed to Powell. By the way, this Sherrod is a Democrat and warned about the potential job losses from the Fed's rate hike that is used to combat inflation. In the letter, Brown says, "It is your job to combat inflation, but at the same time, you must not lose sight of your responsibility to ensure that we have full employment." Brown added that potential job losses brought about monetary over-tightening will only worsen matters for the working class. He's absolutely correct. Inflation is a problem, no doubt, but having your salary taken away and using unemployment insurance will be worse. This won't be like the scamdemic where they'll be giving you bonuses to stay home. Without recommending a specific course of action, Brown asked Powell to remember the Fed has two-pronged mandate. The first is to lower inflation, and the second is to secure full employment. In Brown's letter, he requested that the decisions that he makes at the next FOMC meeting reflect the commitment to dual mandate. Brown is correct, even for a Democrat. The Fed needs to stop the ridiculous fast increases. Let the dust settle and then adjust. Other politicians such as Elizabeth Warren has chimed in as well. Don't forget that the Federal Reserve operates outside the government or the Constitution. The chairman and governors of the Fed Reserve are the guardians of the United States currency. These guys control it in their own little secret society known as the Federal Reserve. They are the gods of money. In about 2 weeks, we're going to get a glimpse of what the Fed will do the next time the CPI report is announced. Look, will inflation be increasing? I don't really know anymore, but I'll tell you that the real estate is getting more and more difficult to buy. It's ridiculous. Rates are ridiculous. Banks are basically telling people not to buy real estate anymore. It is so weird.